With the release of ES6, we now have an alternative way to combine two strings together in JavaScript. This technique is called template literals, and they are a new tool in your JavaScript tool belt. The previous way to combine strings in JavaScript used the plus or the plus symbol syntax. This is also called string concatenation. Here is an example of how you would typically concatenate two strings together in JavaScript. So you can do a console log, and you would say, hello, welcome to, and then you would have a plus symbol here, and with this object that we have called website, we would say website.name. And then you could add another plus symbol, and you'd have to add another quotation, and you could have an exclamation mark there. The new way we have of combining strings that we have available uses a backtick symbol. This is a template literal, and it's now available in ES6. So to create this console log again using template literals, we could do another console log below this, and we would use a backtick, and we could just type in our message here. Then we would enclose our variable with a $sign and a curly bracket, and close the curly bracket, and then we could just say website.name inside of our string, and then we could add our exclamation mark right there. For variables, all you need to do is wrap them with this $sign and curly bracket, and then you can safely place them inside of your template literal. Why would I use this new template literal method? I would recommend switching to this new format for a few reasons. One of which is that it requires fewer characters, so the extra spaces that you would need to use the plus symbol for adds extra length to your code, causing it to look more bloated. And you no longer need to escape single or double quotes. Yep, that's right. You no longer need to put backslashes before your quotation marks. So you would usually have to do a backslash if you wanted to use a double quote, whereas with a template literal, you could just put your quote directly into it. Like that. And it's much easier to read. With the $sign curly bracket syntax, you can more clearly see what parts of your strings are using a variable. So at a glance, I can quickly see that this is a variable. And with my code editor, it would have improved syntax highlighting. What are the requirements for using template literals? The only requirement for using template literals is that your project needs to use ES6. So projects that require an older standard, such as ES3 or ES5, are not going to be compatible. So unless you're using Webpack, you can automatically transpile your code down to a compatible version for older browsers. You can also require the new syntax in your ESLint linter rules. The rule you will need to use is ESLint prefer-template is an error. And you can read more about the rule on the ESLint docs here, and I'll add this link below in the description for the video.